Hey guys, welcome to episode 25 of my Pokemon Red Nuzlocke playthrough. Alright, so, off camera, I took out the Rocket Game Corner. I got Worm in my party for the cut. Most of my Pokemon are level 40 now. Still waiting for that Scyther. Today we are taking on the Pokemon Tower. As you can see, I have these. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get started.
Pokemon Fire Red with only one Almanite was a
Again,
bit of a meme run. So let's get back to highly requested single Pokemon runs.
Madribe Red, he's my timer.
Pokemon Red with a team of only one Eevee. Eevee is an interesting Pokemon. It's got very even stats that are a little bit below average. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Item.
It's almost the same overall base stats as first form starters like Bulbasaur. Let's take a look at the moveset though. These are all of Eevee's moves by level up and TM in Gen 1. We have no super effective moves, and all level up moves suck, but I see another issue. Let me know in the comments if you see it as well. No need to worry about that yet, though. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I've got a plan. Ibby's always got a plan. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all this part is being written before I start it. Every comment down below and guess if I can win or not.
How's everyone's Thanksgiving? Let me know down in the comments. I'm recording this the day before Thanksgiving, so because, well, Thanksgiving is family time and I'm not going to be doing anything, so going ahead and getting the video out.
Also, if you enjoy the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more.
I've already beat everyone here.
So right off the bat, I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Bulbasaur with Eevee, so that we can do the whole run with it. I named my Eevee Eevee. It's Eevee backwards, and I think I'm hilarious. I'm sure you're sick of hearing me say this, but we have to grind to deal with Brock. Here's our level up move list again. It's a little hard to read if you're not used to Gen 1, but the red background numbers are the ones that we're using. And that means that we only have Tackle and Sand Attack until level 27, when we learn these slightly more useful Quick Attack. Like I said before, our level up moves really suck. Sand Attack is great, but if we're hitting Brock for 1 damage, then he's gonna luck out and beat us eventually. I'll need to have at least a bit more attack power before we can win. I take my first shot at him.
I'm hoping for a Cubone, but I know I'm gonna get a Ghastly.
As you can tell from the speed I'm playing this footage for you, this took a while. See, the problem is our power points. Even if we could do decent damage, Geodude is always going to use 6 defense curls eventually, and that usually makes us do 1 damage. I need a bit of crit luck to beat him with enough power points to beat Onyx. It took 5 minutes, but we ended up making ourselves faint with recoil damage.
I had Rock Slide.
So
I should have used that. Oh wow, I am over level.
So we have tons of power points left for Onyx.
1 second, folks. I gotta get me something to drink. Be right back.
Let's talk a little bit about Brock's signature move, Vibe. It's normally pretty terrible, especially on low high defense Pokemon like Onyx.
Alright.
He sits around for a few turns getting ahead, then he deals double the damage back in return. The problem is that it bypasses accuracy checks in this game, so we're always going to get hit by it, even with Sand Attack. Normally you get around by it by just not hurting him while he's doing it, but I ran out of Sand Attacks early, so I just had to keep taking hits, hoping that he wouldn't use Vibe. Also hoping that he wouldn't luck out and just hit us with
Let's go Jolt. Yeah, I got a Jolteon. I did that on screen.
And it was absolutely pure luck that on the turn that he would have finished me, I landed a hit and beat him. I'll give Brock credit. That was the most interesting fight that he's ever given me. The trainers past Brock are pretty easy right now since we've had to over-level a little bit.
Kadabra, I will use.
There's a pretty big level jump once we get to Cerulean City, so if I want to not get stuck at our arrival, I'm going to have to take my time here. On my way, though, I took the Helix Fossil. I knew that if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Actually, now that I think about it, everyone asks anyway.
Lucky. My own Gyarados.
Rival time. Pidgeotto takes us all the way down to half health with Gust and Quick Attack, but
Ice Beam.
obviously can't fight back.
That is going to carry me through the
we have to deal with Quick Attacks yet again, although at least he goes down fast.
Elite Four fight.
And I open with Sand Attack for safety, as his Water Gun misses twice in a row. He then misses a Tail Whip, and I took him out. Honestly, that was pure luck. I bet 1 Water Gun would have finished me off.
Oh, excuse me.
Fun fact. See this bike shop dude? If you talk to him without a bike voucher and use the B button to back out of the conversation, then until you turn the game off and on, text boxes will appear instantly, and this actually speeds up the game a lot. I'm not allowed to use glitches to progress, so I'll just undo the glitch, but I thought it'd be funny to show. This game is held together by string. Misty time. I instantly get crit by water guns, so not a great start, but we have quick attack now and took it out pretty easily. Starmie hits harder, and Misty used the next effect, but we critically hit it.
It'd be nice to get a Cubone, but I already have ground covered, so I'm more than likely just gonna feint my first encounter here.
Next is the SSN,
Nothing here worth having.
Before I leave, because you can't come back on here after you finish it. This is Body Slam, a 100 accuracy, 85 power normal type move that can cause paralysis. This will probably be our best move the entire game. In fact, it lets us nearly flawlessly sweep through our rival's team on the SSN. I did end up missing once though, since Gen 1 has the 1 in 256 glitch, where there's a 1 in 256 chance that any move can miss, regardless of the accuracy. The trash can puzzle this time was great. I picked every wrong garbage, I found the first switch in the top left, and then the second switch was in the same can. I don't even know how that could work in real life, but this puzzle never made any sense anyway. Time for Surge. Voltorb is obviously way faster than us, but it hardly hurt us,
Avoiding
and one body
trainers
slam took us out.
for
Pikachu
now.
went the same way, so last is Thunderbolt does
Well,
massive damage
avoiding
to
them
us,
as best I
but for
can.
whatever reason, Raichu
There's
uses
some that I'm
Thundershock
not going to be able
second,
to avoid,
yeah.
obviously.
After his team was done, we leveled up to 31 and had a chance to learn Tail Whip.
See what my battery's at.
31. Rock Tunnel was mostly easy.
43? Okay, I gotta plug my phone in, otherwise it's going to die.
Self-destruct, and his team all resists normal moves. I gotta say, having no moves whatsoever that are super effective against literally anything sucks. Next is the Rocket Hideout. We're getting close to that impending brick wall that I'm sure some of you are predicting, but we're not quite there yet, and I'm telling you, I have an idea that I think will work. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, we'll see soon. Giovanni time. Onyx is first, so I start using Sand Pack, knowing that it will be a long fight.
Alrighty.
He gets in, though, and uses Rage, a basically useless move in Gen 1 that locks you into using only Hit, and Hit does almost nothing. So I just finish off his accuracy and start body slamming for a very safe knock-in. Second is Rhyhorn, but uses a guard spec early to stop our Sand Packs. But I was doing a lot more damage than I expected with body slam and took him out very safely.
Elixir.
He starts off threatening, but once again uses rage, making it
An
totally useless, so I
awakening.
switch out to body slamming for the win. Next, we're going after
An
Eric's
HP up. That's actually helpful. Let's use it on
Usual, and Vileplume got crit to get into red
Jolt.
health, but put us to sleep. Its Mega Drain didn't do much damage, but its Petal Dance really messed us up, leaving us at only 13 health by the time we woke up.
I did have to this one.
Victory. Finally, it's time for the rival fight at the Pokemon Tower, but we actually sweep his whole team with Body Slam. I thought he put up a better fight than that. And with that, we hit a brick wall. Let me know if you saw this one coming. The trainer right here, as well as a few later, are required to progress and to use Ghost Pokemon. Normal moves can't hit Ghost Pokemon, and we only learn normal attacking moves. Dark wasn't a type yet, so Bite is normal. Not only that, but in Gen 1, Struggle was normal type 2. Here's me missing with it, in fact. So you might think that if I can only learn normal attacking moves and Struggle is normal, then there's no way to progress. Well, let's look at the TM move list again. I can only learn normal type attacking moves, but I see one move that should work regardless. Last chance to see if you can guess what it is.
Toxic. No, can't be toxic. Bide.
We can use Mimic. It's a move that lets us copy one of our opponent's moves to the fight. With that, we can just use their Nightshade for the win. I go to the copycat's house with TM and... Okay, real talk, I genuinely forgot that this guy blocks the door until after Silph Go, and you can't do Silph Go until after the Pokemon Tower. So this is genuinely impossible with these rules. Well, I know that everyone in the
Alright guys, so off camera I am going to go ahead and get the Surf TM HM and the Strength HM and do the Safari Zone. So
you can see for yourself that they're all demanding that. So can I beat Pokemon Red with a team of only one Eevee? No, but can I beat Pokemon Red with a team of only one Eevee and a Dresden that gets released after Pokemon Tower? Now that's the run the internet wants to see. So I level Run Saber up a bit, evolve him, and then fight all the mandatory trainers with him. Then I switch right back to Eevee for the Marowak and the Rocket Grunts at the end. Since we don't need to fight any more Ghost Pokemon until the Elite Four, and I can have Mimic by then, we shouldn't need our Run Saber ever again. Again, though, I consider this a failed run since it was impossible with these rubles. But who wasn't curious about if the rest of the run was possible? I guess we can chalk this up as my second failed run. Or like 6 or 7 if you count it as me not beating Steven and Red in some of the runs. I guess it's up to interpretation. Anyway, now that we're done with the Pokemon Tower, I go ahead and get this parts out
Alrighty.
of the way so that I can get
Sorry I'm
straight
distracted,
into
guys.
it.
It's
I
late
know our
here,
next
and,
is Silph
well,
Rival Fight and Koga.
I mean, I took a nap. I'm not tired, but still
We'll
late.
try for Koga. First is coughing, and we nearly take it out in one body slam, get hit by Smog, and finish it. Kinda wish I got poisoned just so toxic can't happen. Luck is easy since you just use X attack and minimize. The second coughing hit us with sludge, but it wasn't that bad, and it went down easy. Last is wheezing, and it
I
instantly blows up
fainted
into
everything
exposure.
here.
Since we lose on a draw, we don't get the badge. That was a weird loss. I thought that I'd just get hit by toxic and lose that way, honestly. Well, I'm not ready for Koga, and I really doubt I'm ready for a rival, so I decided to just fight a bunch of trainers in Silphco, instead just to get some much needed level ups. At level 50, I checked my stats again. It's pretty much what you'd expect, stats hovering around 80. This should be enough for Koga with a bit of luck, though. This time, coughing is a one-shot, but it's poison gas, so at least it's just normal poison. Second coughing is a two-shot, and wheezing just uses X attack and then Smog, so we win. I was thinking it was going to X attack and then blow up again. That would have been way worse. With that done, I go straight to Cinnabar and make sure to fight all the trainers in the fire gym. Blaine's team is pretty strong and a high level, but they still tend to be easier to deal with in the Silpho rival fight. Mostly because Blaine uses
Wait,
potions
John
on full health Pokemon.
missed?
Die for Blaine versus Growlithe, but we crit it for an easy
Oh,
one-shot.
come
Ponyta
on.
hangs on and hits Growl. Kind of annoying since we need
No,
that
no,
attack
no,
power.
no, no. Hit.
Rapidash also hits Growl, and you can really tell that we're doing a lot less damage. We get stomped for a little damage, but we still take it out. Last is Arcanine, one of the strongest Pokemon in the game, and although we paralyzed him early, we're not doing much damage. Takedown really starts messing us up, and we're very lucky that a Fire Blast missed. I ended up using a Sand Attack for safety, and it instantly pays off as takedown misses. Fire Blast ends up eventually dropping us to 20 health and burning us, so we take damage over time, and our attack power is even lower. We do nearly nothing at this point, but for whatever reason, he used more.
Alrighty.
That does nothing in trainer battles in Gen 1. And then our body slam critted.
Oh, right, guys. We are halfway through this run.
Incredibly narrow victory. I don't know if you just heard, but my stomach was growling. I should take care of that. I'm like the worst starving artist. My art's not even good. With that done, I go back to the Silpho rival fight, but surprisingly enough, I swept my way through with body slam in one try with no real problem. It's a real shame that we really have next to no move variety, though. 3 of our moves are just pretty standard normal type attacking moves. Kinda boring. I move on to Giovanni, but as usual, he's far easier than the rival type before him, so even in spite of him having rock types, we crush him. With that done, though, let's spice it up. We can finally get Mimic. Here, I'll show you how this works in this game. You just use it in combat, and it lets you see all their moves. Then you pick one, and it should be on your move list. It copies the max power points, but not the current, so you'll want to use some PowerPoint ups on this. After the battle's over, the move goes back to being Mimic, so it's not like Sketch. That wasn't until Gen 2. Anyway, Sabrina was pretty easy with Body Slam due to her team being physically frail, but Alakazam nearly took us out with a crit, since this thing crits like crazy in Gen 1, due to the weird critical hit system based off base speed. With that done, it's time for the last gym. I use my usual single Sand Attack and Body Slam spam on Rhyhorn, getting hurt only a little in the process. Dugtrio's next, the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1, so I use Mimic to learn Dig and use it against him. He does growl a few times
No,
though, so attack is
Dugtrio ain't
bad
the
by the time he goes
fastest.
down. Nidoqueen is next, so I use Dig, knowing that it's good against poison. I ended up getting hit by Tail Whip, so our attack and defense are both down now.
Thought the
Next is
fastest was
Nidoking, so I use
Aerodactyl.
single Sand
Speaking
Attack
of
to
which,
get
I
back
can go
to
get
Dig.
Aerodactyl.
I am so lucky that Dig is 100 base power in Gen 1. That's the same as Earthquake. We ended up critting for a one-shot. Rhydon is last, and even with Dig, we do almost nothing. I quickly switched to Sand Attack, but uses a guard spec, so it doesn't work. I started body slamming, and through luck, he wastes a lot of time using Horn Drill and Fissure, moves that can't hit in Gen 1 because I'm faster than him. He hits one stomp for absolutely massive damage, so he could have easily taken us out, but through his own bad move choice, we ended up winning. After that is one last rival fight before the Elite Four. Pidgeot is first, but Wing Attack is only so it's not very tough. Fun fact, same amount of power points, same accuracy, same power, and same type as Peck. So yes, Wing Attack is as strong as Peck in Gen 1. Someone's gonna get that stupid joke. Rhyhorn, on the other hand, has to get Sand Attack since we only have normal moves. We take a few hits, got Tail Whip, and even missed a Body Slam into the 1/256 glitch, but took him out eventually. Growlithe was a one-shot, Execute went down quickly. Alakazam instantly uses Recover at full health, then gets one shot. Amazing tactic.
Be
Last is
gone,
Blastoise, and although we do solid
intruders.
damage, he takes us out with a critical Hydro Pump. I think it's
Spin
swaying over to have tried a
Marowak.
little bit. First, though, I replaced Sand Attack with Double Team. We're just one Pokemon, so raising our evasion is going to be a lot easier than lowering each opponent's accuracy.
Oh, excuse me.
Body Slam and Mimic are all still solid moves for me, so I decided to just grind. There are
Oh,
still
I
a
hit
lot of
it.
trainers on the map that I haven't beaten.
Oh, it's a one-hit KO.
At level 64, I try again and completely demolish his team. I only used double teams 3 times, and yet my damage was so high from the few level ups that I just got lucky with their move choice, and I took them out before they ever even hit me. By the time I get to the gate of the Elite Four, Eevee is at level 66. It's only one level higher than our rival starter will be, and that's for sure within one-shot crit range with Alakazam. So I decided to grind. I wasn't sure how much I wanted to grind. On the one hand, I probably only need to be level 70 to test our rival, but because of the Mimic
Rock Slide
strategy,
should take
we
care
need
of
to be a higher level
Zubat.
than Agatha. Since we'll be using Mimic to steal Nightshade, and that move does damage equal to our own level, so every level really matters. Plus, Gengar is really fast. Eventually, I hit level 75 and decide that it's worth a try. It's low enough that our stats are still lower than most of our rivals' entire team, but high enough that our Nightshade will be strong enough for Agatha. Let me know if you think we can win this or not. Let's do this.
It's a Golbat. Skip ads.
First is Ice Trainer Lorelei. Dugong goes down fast due to it using Rest, and me being able to finish it off while it was asleep easily. Cloyster is second, and I was dreading it since it's such a physical tank, but we did decent damage with Body
Level
Slam, although we
40.
did get confused and ended up hitting ourselves. Spike Cannon hardly hurt us, though, and we shook off the confusion pretty fast. Slowbro only used Amnesia and Withdraw, so we took him out easily in 3 hits. Jinx is scary in Gen 1, but we're faster, so a critical hit on a Body Slam took it out. Then Lapras took half of its health and damage from Body Slam, brought us to low health with Hydro Pump, got paralyzed with the second Body Slam, slammed us back, almost taking us out, and finally went down. It was really close. Second is Fighting Trainer Bruno. Onyx is first, and I know his fighting type will probably be a problem, so I build up a few double teams early, although not a full 6, then take him down with Bites and Slam. I use Mimic on Hitmonchan to learn Ice Punch for a second Onyx, and then one-shot Hitmonchan with Body Slam. Hitmonlee also goes down into 1 hit. Onyx is next, so I Ice Punch him for an easy one-shot. Mimic is a really fun move. Last is Machamp, so I decide to Body Slam and use X Defend, so I easily finish him off with another Ice Punch. In between fights, I use some defense,
Ice Beam.
I'm allowed to use those inside of combat in the rules. Third is Ghost Trainer Agatha. Gengar is first, so I use Mimic to learn Nightshade after Double Team. Although Gengar is mostly using Dream Eater while I'm awake. She switches for Golbat, but we one-shot it with a critical Body Slam. Gengar is back, so I finish it with Nightshade. Hunter goes down in 2 Nightshades, but not before we get confused and hurt ourselves. Arbok hangs on from Body Slam, but we shake off the confusion and finish it with a bite, since it was just healing anyway. Last is another Gengar, and once again, 2 Nightshades is all it takes. Mimic really has been saving us. Fourth is Dragon Trainer Lance. Gyarados is first, so I use Double Team, but get nailed by Hydro Pump. I keep all the
Ice
double teams
Beam.
and dodge another Hydro Pump while Hyper Beam hits. Eventually, we get all 6 double teams, but we're at only 40 health, exactly enough to face to a Dragon Rage. One Body Slam gets the knockout. A critical Body Slam one-shots the first Dragonair, then surprisingly, a regular one one-shots the second one. Aerodactyl is faster than us and really
Rattata.
strong, but it misses both of its attacks, and a few Body Slams fight
Fucking rat, man.
Dragonite is out, and Voice Slam manages to paralyze it. Oh my god. I don't think even a One Geek noticed that one. That's incredible. Dragonite is out, and Body Slam manages to paralyze it. He missed a Hyper Beam, but then he used a Hyper Potion. Thanks to one bad move choice, though, and him being fully paralyzed, we finish him off quickly. Finally, the Pokemon Champion. Pidgeot is first, so I start with Double Team, knowing that I'll need to. Sorry for the flashing lights, by the way, the game auto-turns on animations for this fight. Anyway, he starts charging Sky Attack, so my
Zubat
body
goes
slam hits
down
him
to
for
an
a one
ice
shot, but
beam.
it doesn't get the knockout, and we get hit hard. I go right back to the double teams as Pidgeot is using Whirlwind, another move that does nothing to trainer battles to get a one. A few double teams in, and I fight for the knockout, then body slam for a one shot on Alakazam. I'm not
Hey,
full
you
on
came to save
evasive
me?
though,
Thank
so
you,
I
but I
have to
came here
clear
of my
through.
own free
As
will.
Rhydon comes out, I do
I
my
came to
last few
calm
double
the
teams
soul
for
of
safety,
Cubon's
then start
mother.
body
Think
slamming.
Marowak's
We hit
spirit
four,
has
but
gone
we
to
never
the
hit
afterlife.
twice.
Must
Arcanine
thank
is
you for
next,
your
but one
kind
regular body
concern.
slam took him
Follow
out.
me to my
I
home,
execute on
Pokemon
Rhydon with
House,
Flipper, but he missed
at
his
the foot
hypnosis,
of
so he
this
took him out as
tower.
well. Less is Blastoise, but we critted right away, got a bit of damage, and then finished him
Mr.
off with one
Fuji,
last run.
Thomas,
As much as this
your
was a really
Pokedex
fun
quest
run,
may
I can't
fail
help but be a
without
bit
love for
disappointed that I
your
overlooked the
Pokemon.
not being
I
available
think
until
this may
after
help you
Pokemon
on
Tower.
your
I
quest.
remember that it was in
Thomas received
Sakura,
a
but I just assumed
Pokeflute.
that I'd be able to get it
Upon
as soon as
hearing
I got there,
Pokeflute,
mostly
sleeping
forgetting about the
Pokemon
rocket
will
runs.
spring
I'm not
awake.
100% sure what I'm going
Works
to do
on
for next
all
Saturday's challenge. I'm
sleeping
thinking maybe an
Pokemon.
Execute one, just because that's kind of a fun Pokemon.
Alright, folks, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Again, this video is being recorded the day before Thanksgiving and is coming out the day after. So I really hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm thankful for y'all following me and everything. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later.